So it's recording. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us today. Today, we are hosting an information webinar about studying in Germany, SRH University, and overall living and studying in Germany. Our guest today is Dr. Sergey Ushakovsky. He is a regional representative of SRH University, University of Applied Sciences. Thank you so much, Dr. Sergey Ushakovsky. We are honored and we do appreciate your time to host this webinar today.
Sardar, thank you very much for the invitation, and I hope I may share something interesting and something useful for students. And I hope that maybe some of these students, some of them families will decide to join our university, and I will be glad to welcome them in Germany. So let's start. I'm going to share my screen. Do you see it?
Yes, we do see.
Okay. So thank you very much again. And so today I'm going to tell you, and Sardar asked me to tell you about education in Germany and about our university as an example and a possible option for you to choose. So first of all, why to choose Germany as the study destination? Because we know and understand that in today's global world, students may go all around the world to study everywhere. So why to choose Germany? First of all, because of the quality of education. It's well known for many, not only years, by even centuries. I mean, Germans are very well known for the quality of the science and the quality of teaching. Second is that you may study in English. I mean, just it's sometimes a myth or something new for students, for applicants to understand that in Germany you may study in English. But yes, at many universities in Germany, you have a lot of programs on bachelor degree level and on master degree level in English. So nowadays, it's not a problem. So if you know English and if you would like to go abroad or to send your kids abroad to study, it's not a problem for you to choose, for example, Germany. So it's not only UK, it's not only Canada and USA. You may also choose Germany, and to be sure that the students will get a very good quality education in English language. And third, it's a safe country with welcoming atmosphere. We all know that there are some political and social changes all around the world. So in Germany, discrimination is prohibited by law on the state level. I mean that no one may tell you anything and may discriminate you depending on your sex, your citizenship, your language, etc., etc. So that's why it's very safe to stay in Germany and to study in Germany. It's also important to mention that in Germany, students may work. In some countries, students only may study and they cannot earn money. But in Germany, students may work up to 20 hours per week when they studying, and they may work 4 hours or the full week when they have holidays. Also important is that when we speak about Germany, that when you graduate from the German university, from the state accredited program, you may stay in the country and to ask for the job seeker residence permit. It means you may stay in Germany and live in Germany searching for the job. And I'm happy to notice that graduates of SRH University, usually the majority of them find the job within the first year after graduation. But in Germany, according to the law, you may stay 1.5 years in the country after graduation. It means that in Germany, you may go to Germany not just to get education, but also to find a good job and stay in the country. And last but not the least, is that now, I mean, just starting 2024, you may get a German citizenship in just 5 years. And the study period is included in these years. I mean, just for example, you may go to the bachelor degree program, study 3.5 years, then to stay for 1.5 years with the job seeker residence permit. And when we sum up this period, you get 5 years of staying in Germany, and you may apply for the German citizenship. Why do Germany is so kind to international students and offer them such opportunities? Because the answer is quite simple. The German society is getting older. It means every year German economy needs more and more skilled workers each year. So in 2022, you may see the statistics. About 500,000 new jobs were in the country in different fields of study, in engineering, in IT, in management, in construction, in finance, in tourism. It means I'm happy just to see this table and to see this graph as we provide educational programs in the main fields which are included in which are depicted here. So now, speaking about the universities, Sardar mentioned already that I'm representing SRH University of Applied Science. But when you think about going to Germany to study, the first thing you have to think about is what kind of university do I need to choose? Because in Germany, there are two types of universities. There are, I call them sometimes classical universities, but in fact, they're just universities, or in German, Universität, and universities of applied science, or in German, Fachhochschule. What is the difference? Classical universities are research-oriented. You will get a very good, base for some sciences, for some subjects. I mean, in case you think about academic career, if you think about making a research, or if you need a very good study for some, for some subjects like physics, chemistry, biology, medicine, you have to choose a university or universitet, because your professors will be scientists. They will share all the knowledge they have. They will share all the research they have. The thing is, when we speak about the study period, if you finish the 11-year school in Uzbekistan, then to start the university in Germany, you will need first 1 year of foundation or Studienkolleg, plus you will spend 3.5 or 4 years to get your bachelor degree. So it will be almost 5 years altogether. When we speak about universities of applied science, they are practice-oriented. I mean, you will get, of course, you will get theory, but universities of applied science are for professions. I mean, just they are preparing you for the real world. They are preparing you for getting a good job right after graduation. So that's why at the University of Applied Science, we speak mainly about skills and teaching you some practical knowledge. So that is why, according to the law in Germany, the professors, the teachers at the University of Applied Science should be experts. That means they should have a degree in their field, plus they should have a work experience in their field. So, for example, if you will graduate from the master degree or PhD degree program in marketing, for example, you may start teaching marketing at university, at universitet. But it won't be possible for you to do it at the University of Applied Science. Why? Because at the University of Applied Science, each professor should have a work experience. So that's why you may be sure that all your professors at the University of Applied Science are knows not only theory but practice, and they have very good networking options in the industry that also helps you to get a good internship or job position. And speaking about the study period, when we speak about the University of Applied Science, students may get the bachelor degree right after 3 years or 3.5 years at the university. Taking into account that, for example, at our university, students may apply directly after 11-year school in Uzbekistan, it means that if you wish to get a degree, bachelor degree, from the University of Applied Science, like SRH University of Applied Science, get it in 3 years already. If you will go to the university, to universitet, you will get a bachelor degree in 5 years minimum. So this is also, the difference between universities of applied science and universities, but it's also important to mention that the degrees are equal. So it means if you get the bachelor degree from the University of Applied Science, you may go to master degree program at the classical university or to university, and vice versa. If you studied if you got a bachelor degree, earned a bachelor degree at the university, you may apply for master degree at the University of Applied Science. So they're similar in terms of, degree recognition. It is the same. So speaking about the University of Applied Science, SRH University of Applied Science, we are quite big. I mean, just we have campuses all around Germany, and I'm happy to represent SRH. Why? Because we are one of the oldest universities in Germany with more than 50 years history. So our first campus was established in Heidelberg, and our second largest campus in Berlin was established in 2002. We also have, I mean, just in our family, we also have classical university. It's EBS, former European Business School, top business school in Germany, and one of the oldest business school in Germany. But I will not going to tell you now about it. If you have any questions, please message to Sardor, and he will share more detailed information about this business. So speaking about the SRH, so I will focus on the SRH University of Applied Science. So when we speak about education in Germany, unlike some American and UK universities, in Germany there are two intakes. There are 2 semesters. We have summer semester and winter semester. Why? Because they're called because in Germany 1 semester lasts for 6 months. It means 1 year means 2 semester. Winter semester starts in October and ends in March, and summer semester starts in April and ends in September. It means you may have a choice. You may start a program in October, or you may start a program in April. So in case now it's October already, I mean, winter semester just started. So in case you are not at the final year at your previous education, but if you have already your diploma or school leaving certificate, and if you don't want to wait for the next October, you may apply for the April intake and start the summer semester. We also, unlike some state universities in Germany, we have roll-in admission. It means you may start the application process even now. You don't have to wait till the certain month or the certain period of time. And as I mentioned, the duration of our programs, bachelor degree programs, are usually 3 years or 3.5, I mean 6 or 7 semesters. We also have master degrees. You may study for 1 year or 2 year. We also have MBA programs. And speaking about accommodation, which is very important, we have our own dormitories in Heidelberg, and we support with accommodation on all our other campuses. Speaking about the scholarship, what is new? I mean, and I'm happy to share this news. In previous years, we had only, limited scholarships up to 30% for the first year of studies only. Starting this year, we also have full scholarships for talented students. Of course, unfortunately, we are a private university. Of course, we are state accredited, but we are private, so it's not possible for us to to cover and to make education free of charge for all our students. But if you are very talented, if you have a very high GPA, if you are very active, you may take part in our scholarship content, and you may get the full scholarship. So speaking about the reasons to choose SRH University and not the other University of Applied Science. There are several reasons for that. We are state accredited. We are in the rankings. Of course, it's very difficult for us to compete with universities. I mean, with classical universities, because when we speak about rankings, people are, they calculate number of scientific articles and research the university does. But once again, we are focusing on practical skills. So that means our professors focus not on research, but on educating students and sharing with them the knowledge, the skills they have. So, and speaking about our method of teaching, we have our professors invented our own method of teaching, which is called core principle, which is competence-oriented research and education. And we use this method of teaching on all our campuses, and we got the highest award in education in 2018 for this method. And this is why we have a very high employability. Our graduates may get the job within the first year. And as I mentioned already, more than 90% of our graduates get the job, the first job in the first year after graduation. And also, this is because we have a lot of corporate partners. I will skip and I will jump to another slide just for you to have a look. We have more than 3,000 different partner companies. But I mean, this is just for you to understand. These are just a limited number of companies we are partners with. Why? Once again, because at the University of Applied Science, we focus on practical skills. So, of course, our students will have all the options for getting international experience. We have a lot of partner universities. Our students, you should remember that as soon as you have become an international student of a German university, you will become a German student. It means that if you have something which is what is available for German students, it will be also available for you. So, for example, if German students have the option to take part in Erasmus Plus program or Promos program and to get a scholarship to study abroad or to have an internship abroad. This option is also available for all our international students. Next, what is important is that we want to help our students to sharpen the skills. So that's why you will study, if you choose a program in English, you will study in English, but you will have the opportunity to learn German free of charge. We offer this option for all our students. It will be also possible for you to customize your studies. Of course, all your classes in your program are obligatory for you. But in case you have some free time during the week, and you see that there are some very interesting courses on the other program you may attend, then of course you may do it free of charge. And what is important for students from Uzbekistan is that you may start all our bachelor degree programs, as I mentioned already, directly after 11 years school in Uzbekistan. So, I mean, just this is the general table for both Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, Russia, Kyrgyzstan, and Georgia, but you may see that, so I mean, that's why it's 12 years. So you may understand if you have 11 years, I mean, just if you are at the final year at the 11-year school in Uzbekistan, or if you are finishing IB diploma or A level or any other program, you may start all our German or English taught programs directly after graduation. I mean, you don't have to spend another year at the foundation year or in Studienkolleg. But it applies only to good students. I mean, just with good grades. So when we speak about Uzbekistan, you should have in your school leaving certificate, you should have the grades. Your average grade should be 4 and above. I mean, of course, you may have 3 in your school leaving certificate, but you should also have 5s. I mean, just if you sum up all the grades in your school leaving certificate, the result should be 4. And also your English language or German language knowledge should be on a certain level to be able to start your bachelor degree studies, because it's important for you to understand the professors, and it's important for professors to be able to, to understand you. So that's why, I mean, just it's very important to have a good knowledge of English. We require IELTS 6.5, Duolingo 110, or TOEFL 87 minimum. If we speak about bachelor, if we speak about English taught programs, it should be B2 or C1. So speaking about the campuses and what can you study at our university, we have just an overview. We have more than 10 campuses, but all the campuses we provide courses and programs by our 5 departments or by our 5 schools. So we have School of Arts, Information and Media. We have our very popular Business and Law School. We have School of Technology and Architecture. We have School of Health, Education and Social Sciences. And we have School of Psychology. So when you think about applying to the SRH University of Applied Science, you have to think about the field of studies. You have to choose the program, and then you may have a look, where do we have these programs? So, of course, the largest number of programs in English we have on our campus in Berlin. Why? Because it's an international, it's a melting pot of Europe, a lot of cultures, a lot of nationalities. And that's why in Berlin we have the largest number of programs in English. And you have a choice of programs between film and photography, music and sound, design, communication, architecture, media, technology and computer science, engineering, and of course business and management in different options. So, for example, you may have a program in business administration, or you may have a program in healthcare management, digital marketing, business psychology, or in law, economics, and governance. I will just show you a quick overview of our campuses, because I know it's it's very difficult to, to remember all these different campuses and all these different programs. So once again, for you to understand our logic, we usually start the programs or have the programs where there is a demand for these programs. So, for example, Berlin is the capital of Germany. So that's why there are a lot of companies there. There are a lot of, engineering companies. There are a lot of creative companies there. So that's why we have a lot of programs in the field of photography, motion design, music, design, computer science, technology, and business in Berlin. So second is, for example, our campus in Dresden. Dresden is the center of Saxonia, which is, very famous tourist destination in Germany. So many people come to Dresden just to admire the city and to admire the architecture. So that's why we have there our School of Hospitality. So we have programs in hospitality management, global hospitality management, in international business and leadership. So the campus was built there like a hotel. I mean, just with the lobby, with the reception. So students may even dive into the atmosphere of working in hospitality industry. Then next one is Leipzig. Leipzig is our center. It's Eastern Germany, where you have a lot of companies. But as it's Eastern Germany, the cost of living here is lower than in other parts of Germany. So that's why, if you, for example, have a choice, if you would like to study or you would like to study computer science, and you think between Berlin and Leipzig, and if you want to save some money, please choose Leipzig, because the tuition fees in Leipzig will be lower, and the living expenses will be lower in Leipzig. So our oldest and our largest campus is Heidelberg. Uh, it's a real campus. It's like American style campuses with dormitories on the territory, with football fields, with swimming pools, with libraries. I mean, just everything is in one place. The thing is, for many years, as it's the oldest campus, for many years, they had only programs in German, and only in the recent couple of years, they started to open programs in English. So there is not many programs you may choose in Heidelberg, but please pay attention that in Heidelberg we have a very strong school of engineering. So if you would like to study applied mechatronic systems, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, or you would like to study IT, and for example, we have this one of 3 or 4 programs in Europe about blockchain technology. So one of these programs is on our campus in Heidelberg. So then just a couple of not so large campuses are in Stuttgart and Cologne, not also many programs in English. And our newest campuses are München and Fürth. They're both, I mean, München is the capital of Bavaria. Bavaria is the richest and the most expensive lands in Germany. But on the other hand, Bavaria is the land with the highest salaries. So that's why if you choose the program in München, first think about if you may afford it. But on the other, because the cost of living in Bavaria is higher than in other cities in Germany. But on the other hand, in case you have a part-time job or an internship in Bavaria, your salary will be higher than in other lands in Germany. So it all depends. So it's the richest, it's the most expensive land in Germany. But on the other hand, if in case you would like to have a very high salary, it's also better to choose München. And by the way, I would like to say that in case if you choose, for example, the International Business Administration program, we have this program at different campuses. So, for example, you may start in Leipzig or in Hamburg or in Berlin, and then move to München just to finish this program as soon as you have, for example, an internship. So it means that at our university, if you start the program on one campus, you are not stuck in this city for the whole period of your studies. In case you find something in another city where we have this program, you may move to another city to study closer to your work. So speaking about application, it's very simple, and Sardor, of course, will be very happy to help you. And it's sometimes it's not very easy for students from Uzbekistan to apply to universities. But I mean, just for example, yesterday in the evening, we finally welcome one of Sardor's students who successfully arrived to Germany and started education at university. So in case you have any questions, please ask Sardor. He will be very happy to tell you the steps and just to look through the application procedure. And we are also in the constant contact with him. And in case you have any questions, please ask Sardor, and he will just message me the same minute, and you will get the answer for any questions you may have about education in Germany and studying at our university. So just for you to a bit of statistics to understand how much you may earn after graduation in Germany. So you may see that, I mean, just this is the gross salary per year. It's for 2022. Now they published it for 2023. So they usually wait for a couple of hours. So don't blame that I don't have the updated information. It's just from the statistics we have in Germany. So, and once again, to show you the corporate parts we have. And this is it. Sardor told me that we have 40 minutes for this presentation, and then I will be happy to answer your questions.
Yeah, thank you so much. It was so much information and was so, I think, useful not only for students but also for me too, to know more about the updates about the university and the like new scholarships offerings you provide for the international students. Okay, now we are open for the questions. If any of you have any questions, you can directly ask from Dr. Sergey Ushakovsky, and he would be happy to answer you. Yeah, you can either unmute yourself and ask your question, or you can chat You can message in the chat.
Okay,
Yeah.
hi, I'm Ainura. I had a question for Dr. Ushakovsky. Thank you so much for your presentations. And I want to tell you that as you were giving this presentation, I was like checking the application um, portal of UHR University, and I've noticed that they require some documents, including English and German language certificate. Is it required to submit German language certificate to, um, you know, be enrolled or accepted?
Uh,
Is English, does English just work fine for
Yeah,
that?
I mean, just yes, it's either German or English. I mean, just yes, it sometimes looks a bit complicated, but yes, you have to provide either English or a German certificate. It depends on the program. Of course, there are also some programs that requires both languages. So, for example, if you choose a dual program when you will study and work, for these programs, you will be asked for the German language certificate. But usually,
Oh,
generally speaking, if you choose the program in English language, then it means you don't have to know any German at all. You need to. And the second thing I wanted to tell you is that it's not obligatory to provide your English language certificate at the time you apply for the university. So when we speak about the majority of programs, you need just to apply to the university. If you are in the final year at school, so you may apply not only when you have your school leaving certificate already, but you may apply to our university when you are in your final year at school. So if you are in the final year at school, you need, I mean, just you need to prepare the following 4 documents. Number
so,
one is paper from your school stating that you are in the final year. Second, your transcript. So we may predict your GPA in your school leaving certificate. Then your CV and your ID, I mean, just your passport. If we speak about the creative program, it will also require a portfolio. Yes, it may be also be mentioned the English language certificate, but please remember you may provide it later. I mean, if you apply now in October, you will have a deadline like 15th of August to provide your English language certificate. So you will have more half a year to improve your language.
yeah, thank you so much. That was really clear.
So thank you.
Hello, can I ask something?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, I'm studying right now in the Bachelor University in Tashkent, an American university, and graduating this semester. And I wanted
Uh-huh.
to know if you waive the English language proficiency if I have MOI letter.
Yeah, I mean, just according to the rules, the condition is the following. In case you studied the previous, I mean, just I'm not sure I can repeat it correctly, but just for you to understand the logic. So in our admission procedure, we have this rule that if you graduated from the English taught program in the English speaking country, the English language is waived by default. I mean, just English speaking countries like UK, like United States and Australia. In case you graduated from the program, English taught program in the non-English speaking country, so this is your case, correct? Because you studied at the university in Tashkent. Then in this case, the English language may be waived after the interview. So it means that when you apply, back office will check your documents and you will be invited to the interview. So after the interview, the study advisor of the program will just indicate in your application that the English language test is waived and you don't have to provide their certificate.
All right, and I have got another question, if you don't mind. So,
Sure.
I've heard that for visa purposes in Germany, I've to put the block shots in the amount of 12,000, right, euro. And my father currently works in Germany, but he has Latvia residence permission. And if he gets like letter from German government stating that he will provide my financial cases, like the block shot will be waived. Is it right?
I mean, yes. I mean, just I will tell you also. Of course, it's not from the university; it's from the consulate. But yeah, of course, we have a lot of such cases. So I know the answer for your question. So yes, generally speaking, when we speak about D-type visa, study visa application to Germany, if you will have a look at the list of documents you have to provide, one document should be about your financial stability. It means you have to prove that you have money to live in Germany for 1 year. The most common, the most obvious document, the most obvious proof for this will be a blocked account. You're absolutely correct. What is blocked account? The German government calculated that usually the average student in Germany spends around 1,000 euro per month. So they multiply this. I mean, just in precise, it's like 996 euro. So we just make it 1,000 to calculate it much easier. So yes, you have to have 1,000 multiplied on 12 to have 12,000 euro on your blocked account for 1 year of studies. That means that as soon as you arrive to Germany, why it's blocked account? Because you cannot take all your money from this account when you are in Germany. It means you may take only 1,000 each month. But it is not the only way of financing your life. And yes, you are absolutely correct that in case you have a sponsor, you may not need this blocked account. To be honest, I'm not sure if the residence permit in Latvia will allow your father to get this paper in Germany. But yes, generally speaking, if you have a person, a German citizen or a foreign person who lives permanently in Germany and who has an income in Germany and who may sponsor you and sponsor your studies and life in Germany, then the government may issue, no, it's not the government, I mean, just it's like city hall, I mean, just the local authority may issue this paper stating this, yes, this person will take care about the student, and we confirm that, I mean, just that he is obliged to, to cover all the living expenses, etc., etc. So yes, your father, in case your father may get this paper, this official paper stating that he will sponsor your studies in Germany, in this case, you don't have to open the blocked account. But, it's every time up to the consulate. I mean, just they may ask for some other, ways to prove that you have monies to stay in Germany. But yes, sponsor, I mean, just a letter from the sponsor works as a replacement for the blocked account.
All right, I got it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We have 3 more
Any other
minutes.
questions?
Yeah. any other questions?
Hello, my name is Akmal. Is it fine if I ask a question?
For sure, Akmal.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I haven't started following the webinar from very beginning, and I do have a question. Is there any medical related programs in SRH University?
We have some programs in the field of healthcare. But as I mentioned in the beginning, if you'd like to study medicine, it's better for you not to go to the University of Applied Science, but to go to the Universität, medical university. I mean, it's a special educational institution for doctors. So at our university, you may get some medical related practical degrees, but not to become a doctor.
I got it. Thank you. Right. That was my question. And as I understood, the SRH University is private, right?
Yes, it's a private university, but it's state accredited. And we have more than 50 years history. We were established by the non-commercial fund that makes us, quite stable in this world. I mean, we develop constantly for 50 years already. So yeah, we are private, but we are accredited by the state, and we are already also in the DAAD list. So we have all the recommendations, all the ratings, etc., etc.
And with this diploma, will I be able to work anywhere in Europe? Like, will this diploma will be like accepted in some other countries?
Yes, of course. I mean, you will get you will get an official diploma, state recognized diploma. And as I mentioned already during the presentation, with this diploma, you may, for example, if you go to our bachelor degree program, and if you got our bachelor degree diploma, with this diploma is recognized by all companies, and it also recognized by all universities. It means if in case you would like to continue your studies, you may start any universities in Germany or in Europe on the master degree level.
All right, I got it. Thank you very much. That's all.
Thank you, Akmal. Have a nice evening.
Thank you.
Okay. I think we can end up here, right? Thank you so much, everyone. Again, thank you very much, Dr. Ushakovsky. It was so informative and was so inspirational to hear about the SRH growth and to learning more about SRH day by day. Thank you very much for participants. This webinar was recorded, and if anyone will have any questions, you can directly ask from Globe City team, and we'll be happy to answer your questions. Again, thank you very much, Dr. Ushakovsky. It was a pleasure to have you.
Thank you, Sardar. Thank you, and I hope we'll meet next month in Tashkent.
Yes.
In person.
We'll see you. Bye. Yeah.
See you. Have a nice evening.
Yeah.
Thank you
You
very
too.
much for your attention and for your time.
Thank you.